Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Facebook Live session. With me, I have a very special guest. My name is Krista Turner, and I have Sister Nita with me today.
Hi.
Welcome, everyone. If you're tuning in, please feel free to like us, comment, maybe put a smiley face, a heart, anything. Let us know you're tuned in and listening. If you're listening on replay, you can also like it there. It will be also archived on our YouTube channel as well as in the app. So if you're watching later, welcome. Good to see you all. So Sister Nita has been part of our church forever.
Forever.
She is one of the original SRC members. So Sister Nita, could you tell us a little bit about how you came to Solid Rock Church?
Oh boy. Okay. Long time ago. I met a young man, and I met his sister, and she invited me to church, and sure enough, I took a visit out there to the Apostolic Church, and never been to an Apostolic Church before, and it was awesome. I thought it was great. I was in and out of church for a while, but then I ended up having my daughter, Anna Marie, and at that point in my life, I was like, I needed to get serious. I wasn't living for the Lord, and I knew after having my little girl that she was my responsibility, and I needed to raise her correctly. My parents taught me that. They taught me that church was important, God was important, and I knew I needed to take this seriously. So I started going to the Apostolic Church for a while, and one day Jackie asked me to go to the altar, and I did, and I wasn't familiar with speaking in tongues and that type of thing, but I've heard of it, just wasn't familiar with it. And sure enough, went up front, and the Lord filled me with the Holy Ghost. It was an experience I can't explain. It was overwhelming almost, because you're just all these feelings and all this going on inside. But it was an awesome experience, and I was addicted at that point, and kept coming back. And eventually I did stop coming. Just life in itself. You just get torn, and I did leave for a little while, and started visiting other churches, but nothing was the same. Nothing was, you're looking for that feeling again. And I finally decided I wanted to come back to the Apostolic Church, and I did, but I didn't have a ride to the church out in Ypsi, and so they told me there was a church out in Ann Arbor, Brother Sistrunk, and I knew Brother Sistrunk, and I said, sure, I'll go out to the Ann Arbor church. I know Brother Sistrunk, and so I got a ride out there, and I've stuck. I wasn't able to turn back. It was great, and it's been great for me and my family ever since. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
So you've been really a solid member of Solid Rock Church
Yep.
for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And you've fulfilled a lot of roles in our church. Could you tell us a little bit about what you do now? What do you do in the church?
Well, I just, whenever there's a need, you try to fill it. And I think that was the beginning of the church at Solid Rock Church. If you needed someone to do Sunday school, you did Sunday school. If you needed to even open up your home, you opened up your home, whatever you can do. So everybody stepped in. It wasn't just me. We all stepped in. We all pitched in. But as we've grown, it's been great to see how people step into roles. I no longer have to fill all those shoes. People are doing it. They're stepping up. They're taking charge, and they're, owning, all those different positions. And so now I don't have to fill so many shoes. And now I help with Sunday school. I help with picking people up. Whatever it might be. If they need me, to give a Bible study, I'm there to give a Bible study. Or even at the altar, just to pray with people. I think that's the best place to be, is at the altar praying with people. But I love the church. There's always a job. And I hope that I can fill whatever the Lord has, a need for, that I can fill that shoe. So, yeah. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I've worked with you a little bit in kids ministry. That's really where I've seen you minister the most. And I know that you're like really awesome at just improvising. Like you're fine with just finding out 10 minutes before that we need you.
Yeah.
So could you share maybe a story about a time you had to improvise, maybe something funny happened?
Wow. Well, with the kids, it doesn't take much with kids, just a lot of memories are going through my head, and I'm trying to think of one particular thing. I think with Sunday school, I can't think of a particular story. I remember one time I had to do super church, and it was a last minute thing. And, it's the Lord that gives it to you. At the end of the day, I can't take any credit for it. They had to cancel the Sunday school classes, and we had to do super church because there was a special speaker coming. And found out at the last minute. And the first thing that came through my head was Superman, And so I did a comparison between the difference between Superman and God. And it was a blast. I think we all really enjoyed that. I can't even think of a particular story that comes with it, but the kids got a kick out of it just to know that their superhero is really Jesus Christ. He's bigger than the song says, bigger than Superman. But with the kids are fun, and they love the things of God. Just to sing songs with them have been so much fun. We would stay at Wednesday school in particular. We would only have like 6 or 7 of us in there. And we would just sing one song after another, just, the things of God. And they make it fun. The kids make it fun. You can look into their eyes so you can see when you got them or when you don't. They're very honest. Kids are very honest. You can tell if they're there or if they're not. But you listen to them. That's all you got to do is just catch their eyes and listen to them. And I can remember one particular kid, he was wondering, he had a question. He said, why did God make bees? That's what he said. He's like, why did God make bees? He said, because I got stung. And he said, and it hurt. And so I'm just curious, why did God make bees? And I said, right there, you're just like, wow, just how deep the kids can actually go. And I'm like, remember, we ended up talking, and these are kids that are young, elementary, and we started talking about how even though something's hurt, it doesn't make it bad. And the next question was, my parents got a divorce, and he said, that hurt. And he said, is God angry with them? I mean, that's how deep we got, and I was like, God, he's sad because he knows that divorce hurts, but he still loves them. And, you can tell the need at that moment was really just for what he was struggling with. And it came through the story about bees, So kids are great. It's a great way to learn how to teach, how to communicate with people. Because like I said, they won't lie. I mean, you have to either go around it or you just got to deal with it. And then when you deal with it, they like that. They respect you for that because you're honest with them. So, I don't know. There's so many stories with kids. I can go on, I guess, but I think those are the only 2 I can really think of right now.
Well, you've raised 2 children at SRC, and now one of your children is in ministry herself.
Yep.
If you want to share a little bit what that's like being the mom and seeing that happen.
My daughter, God bless her. And like I said, when I first came into church, I wasn't living right, and she was my baby. So, and I will not cry. So when I think, she went through a lot. She saw me go through the changes. She saw me in and out of church. She saw me go through a lot. But at the end of the day, I hope, she saw that I wanted to live for the Lord, at the end of the day, because it was the consistency of we're doing this. We got to keep to this. We got to do this. So not only did I go through a lot, she went through a lot with me. just with the struggles of life. But I think at the end of the day, it was truly the consistency that she saw. Recently, she just told me how she realizes she can't be satisfied either by me or her husband, but by Jesus Christ. And when I heard her say that, I just thought, wow, that's it. That's it. She has now the real deal. This is the real deal right here. You know, she's not looking for love in any other places except through Jesus Christ. So to see her grow in that, you know, to see her solid in Jesus Christ, it's nothing else a parent can ask for. And I love to see her minister. I love to hear her stories. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Because it's going to go beyond her. It's going to go. And that's what I think what you want at the end of the day is that you don't want it just for yourself. You want it to go beyond you. And I see that in her, that it's going to go beyond her. But yeah, my daughter has, God bless you, sweetie, been through it with me. And I appreciate her. We've had our times. We stuck to it. And I love her so much. And I'm so happy. Yeah. A great daughter. So, and she has a great ministry. So.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we really appreciate you taking your time today to come on Facebook Live and just share a little bit about you, share your testimony. It's been great. It's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure, everyone.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
All right. Peace.